I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
Peace, power, and prosperity. Rob Blackstorm. I am here. Movie theater in Harlem. Just got through watching Avatar, Way of the Water. Now, full disclosure, I missed the first 10 minutes of the movie. Um, Probably the first 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, but it's like 3 hours long. The movie started like I want to say 7. It billed to 7:15, but I want to say it started like 7:40, and I'm going the wrong direction. I was going the wrong direction. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, you know, it was. Let's just talk about what I would give it off the top. Off the top, I'm gonna give it a 8.5 off the first watch. Right now, I fell asleep maybe 30 minutes in the movie, maybe about 30 minutes in the film. I fell asleep. During the movie. I'm still kind of tired, but I promised y'all this review. I'm actually sleepy. It's one of those movies where if you watch it, right, and I feel like if you watch it at home, once it comes home, and you can fall right asleep after watching it, right? You'll have like the best dreams in your life. Visually, the movie was amazing. Like it was visually amazing. Oh, it's going crazy. How do I get out? I guess I pressed it. Okay. Oh, the weather's crazy out here. All right, let me stop here real quick to give y'all this review, if I can. All right, it's storming out here though. But visually, the movie was amazing. Like the the animals, the water scene, the Navi. If you saw Avatar already, it's the same plus, right? It's the same plus. It's really, really visually stunning. Like James Cameron's definitely gonna win an Oscar. I've never seen anything like that. I'm definitely gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again in IMAX once the hype dies down, probably next week or 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna watch it again once the hype dies down a little bit. But it was a visually like amazing looking film, right? Nothing was wrong with it. The story, there's some repetitive aspects, I would say, in the story, right? There's some repetitive aspects to the story that I didn't like. But ultimately, like I said, I give it an 8.5. I give it an 8.5 because of the repetitive aspects, right? And some minor tweaks, which once more people watch and I go into a decode, once I watch it again and I decode it, right? I might, bring Mike Bell on it. Ultimately, though, the movie's about meditation. The movie's about meditation. The movie's about going within, and the movie's about now. I've been talking about how, because we have longer nights, shorter days, that the body is cold and wet, right? Because there's less sun out, so you're sweating less, so your body is retaining more water because it's cooler, and you're sweating less, right? Even if you're working out, your body's still retaining more water at this time. So how you are able to go within, tap within your soul, right? Which is a representation of water. Tap within your soul, tap into your soul, right? And you're able to basically have spiritual, the ability to tap into your spirits, to different spirits, and utilize different spirits in order to connect with your higher self, to connect with your ancestors, to connect with your spirit team. There was another spirit tree in there that the people of the water had. I thought that was good. And it had good moments. Like it had some moments that were scary, had some moments that were very emotional. I could see how, some people would be in here crying. What else? What else? Action was great. Again, visually I give it a 10 plus 10. Right? It was amazing to look at. I wish I would have saw it on a bigger screen. I did see it in 3D. I definitely recommend the 3D. I definitely, if you can take it, some people can't take it. I would say even without the 3D though, I'm sure it still looks beautiful, but the 3D just makes it look even better. I got a little But yeah, I'm sure the 3D makes it look even better. But ultimately, man, it was a great film. Like I said, I did fall asleep maybe 4.5 hours, maybe not. I don't know. It was a key scene dealing with an animal, right? So I don't know how long it was out. When I woke up, though, I maybe have fell asleep for 5 minutes, because when I fell asleep, it was starting the story of one of the animals, one of the sea animals, right, or the sea beast, right? And then when I woke up, it was like the story of the animal was over, right? So, but I figured it out once I watched it. The movie's like 3 hours long. Again, I'm just getting out. It's what? It's damn near, damn near. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Can I do that one? Sorry about that. Yeah. So it's 10:54 now. So the movie started like 7:40. I'd say I got out like 10:45. So you do the math. 7:40 to 10:40, right? Very, very long movie. Um, Definitely get your rest before you come here because it is a very relaxing movie. Even though there is a lot of action, there's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of conversation, there's a lot of plot building, right? But there was some repetitive aspects. And I do want to say one thing: Tarzan, right? Tarzan is in this movie. And yeah, Tarzan is in this movie. That's what I'll reveal. It was definitely a Tarzan character and a Tarzan moment. The movie was about family, and ultimately the movie was about meditation. The movie's about us being in literally a water world, right? Literally being under hydrogen, right? Literally being, um, how do you say? As the Egyptians would say, the Kamites would say, in the waters of Nu, which the universe that we are in is essentially water, right? Hydrogen is the first atom form, and the most prevalent element in the universe is hydrogen. And we know hydrogen with the oxygen bond here on Earth, right? The oxygen bond causes water, H2O. So it's really about going into the depths of your soul. It's really about being able to tap into your ancestry. It's really about being able to tap into your spirit team. It's really about being able to channel, what you would call demons or the daemons, right? Or these beasts that may look ferocious, that may not look like, people in the dream world, they have these beasts or they'll have these opponents that look fearsome and look scary, but really they're just there for you to conquer. They're just there for you to manage and there for you to love. And that's another aspect of this movie. But again, I don't want to spoil it for people who are going to watch it. I do recommend it. I do recommend viewing it. Can't wait to see it again. I'm definitely going to watch it again to see the part that I missed in the beginning and also the part that I fell asleep on. I probably will, when I do watch it next time, bring an energy drink because, like I said, there are parts in there that are slow, where they're building up story, but it is a very good movie. He's definitely going to get an Oscar, if just for the visuals alone. It's like very, very, very good. All right, but this is what I promised y'all. With that said, upload this later. Gonna go live either Friday night, tomorrow night, or Saturday. One of those days, I'm gonna go live and redo what didn't load up when I was or where I did a live, but the audio was messed up. So I'm gonna redo that. Like I said, I'm kind of tired, man. This movie, this movie, like you really went into the water world. Like you really went underwater. Like it really put you in a very, very relaxed state. Right? Which is what meditation does, which is what going within does, right? Which is where your body is, where your parasympathetic is at its height right now, your rest and digest function, going into the winter solstice. So now's the time, again, as I've been preaching, like motherfucking TD Jakes, you know what I'm saying? Get your meditation on, all right? After 9 is when your melatonin starts to pump into your body. Between 3 and 5 is where it's at its max. You want to do your night meditations, your visualizations, to prepare yourself for 2023, all right? Because the war is coming, and it's not the war that you think, okay? It's not a war that you're prepared for. But you will be prepared for it, and you will get the insight you need if you do the work during this season, all right? That said, peace, power, and prosperity. Rod Black Storm. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace. There's a lot of unresolved trauma, right? A lot of childhood trauma that people still have to work on, right? There's a lot of unresolved shadow work that still has to go on, right? From hood trauma, period. Now, a God is a time traveler, right? You could go to your past and change everything. You could go to your past and forgive. You could go to your past, and the main reason you're going into your past to these traumatic moments is to change the energy around it, is to change the frequency around it, is to change the vibration of that energy. That is it. It's not so you can relive it so you can feel bad again. Not so you can relive it so you can feel hurt again. But you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid who you are. You cannot avoid who you are. You cannot avoid who you are. And what you went through is part of who you are. Whatever trauma is, however traumatic it may be, that's who you are. And you gotta heal it.